Okay, so what I want to do for this video is I just want to kind of look over the stats and then kind of talk about stuff that's on the field, penalties and whatnot. And I figured the best way to do this is to just look at the stats and then we'll explain like the penalties. Like Billy Wynn had a tip ball which ended up being 3-and-out for the Saints. So there's stuff like that doesn't show up on the stats, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But to start out here, we'll mostly focus on Green Bay side. I might, look over at the Saints side here and there for some stuff. But Rodgers had another big day, 283 yards, 21 of 32, 3 whole touchdowns. He had his second ever touchdown to a round one receiver, who was Mercedes Lewis, and now has 2. You could say that was push off. You could. I even said in my live stream last night, you could honestly call that a push off. He did kind of extend his arm. Either way, it was a touchdown. I kind of saw that as make up for the no call on the punt where J.K. Scott literally got ran into and there was no flags or anything. So I kind of, cancel those 2 out and whatnot. But anyway, so three touchdowns, 283 yards, and then 21 to 32. Another big day for him. I think he's up to, is it? I think it's like 1,000 now, right? In total for three games. 887 yards in total. Has yet to throw a pick here. So that's good too. Aaron Jones, again, I was saying this in the first half of the live stream. It looked like they were just kind of trying to force feed him. They looked like they just kind of hand it off. And then third down came up and you just kind of throw and hope for a first. And then the second half, they kind of went split and they kind of went, let Rodgers throw, hand off to Jones, Rodgers throw, hand off to Jones, and he kind of split. So 16 carries for 69 yards. That's pretty good. He did have one where he got tripped up and he would have been gone for a touchdown. But he got tripped up in the second level there by a cornerback. But he would have had over 100 yards if he didn't get tripped up there. Jamal Williams, again, power back. I think he was the one that got the touchdown called back. I believe it was Jamal Williams and not Aaron Jones. I'd have to go back and check that play. But, again, he's pretty much the power back for, down in the red zone and whatnot. I hope to see A.J. Dillon soon enough, further in the year. I think it's kind of fun watching him. The way he played against the Vikings where he just, kept powering and tried to go as far as he can. He had 10 yards in total or whatever. Wide receivers, Alan Lazard had a huge day. 1 touchdown, 146 yards, and only 6 receptions. This man just went off. He stepped up. And as you can see, his longest was 72 yards. I believe that was that the penalty? That might have been the penalty. Or the offsides penalty. If I remember that correctly. But he went deep. Rodgers was just throwing him deep to him, and he just got everything in his path. Tanyan had a big day, too, for a tight end. Just, those little out routes and whatnot. A couple first downs there, 50 yards there for him. He had a touchdown, too. Jay Sternberg, honestly, we didn't see a lot of him. And I think it's his second year, I believe. But I hope to see more of him. He had sparks, and he just showed, that he'd be pretty good too. So hopefully we see more of him. He did have 36 yards though on only 3 receptions. But again, I really liked him. Mercedes Lewis, again, he had that 1 reception for 18 yards and a touchdown. Again, you could say that was a pass interference in the offense. I can't really dispute that. You can say that because it did look like he pushed off, but they counted it as a touchdown. And no flag on the play, so it is what it is. There, Aaron Jones, he was more prominent in the running game versus the passing game. He only had 2 receptions for 17 yards in the passing game here. And then I'm not really gonna go over much other ones. Valdez-Scantling, I think he had a bomb he dropped too. I believe that was him. Fumbles. We can talk about that here. So came on a big turning point of the game. it looked like the second half, there was adjustments made to the defense, but the Packers went 3-0. I don't know what the heck just happened
That's
there.
half the fun of a new house.
Whoa!
Seeing what people left behind in the attic.
Well, sitting on...
Okay, okay. Whoops. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So the defense, they made some adjustments in the second half. And it looked like, the offense kind of stalled there for a little bit. Obviously, that first drive where they went down and they scored in fourth and goal. And then, the offense kind of slowed down a little bit after that. And then the defense just looked like they did not want to play. That's when Kamara had his, what was it? I believe it was 52. I believe that's how long it was when he had his 52-yard run, and all the tackles were just horrendous. It was terrible tackling. It was not good. But this fumble that Za'Darius, I think, was it, who calls it? I think, was it Oren Burks calls that? I don't remember. Someone else caused it, and then I think Za'Darius Smith got it himself, or he might have caused it and got it back himself. But that was a big turning point of the game. After that, the offense went down the field, scored the go-ahead touchdown there, and then we were up 10 against the Saints, and then the Saints obviously, tried to come back, scored a field goal with, I think it was like 3 minutes left, and then no, it was under 2 minutes left, and then they, obviously didn't get the onside kick. But that was a big turning point of the game. Before that, again, it looked like, the defense kind of lost their spark. It did not look good. We were leaving Kamara open. The flats were open a lot. Obviously, he was covered on that 52-yard, but the tackling was just terrible. But, Breeze did a lot of checkdowns. Probably maybe 10 of those of his, probably not completions, but probably 10 of those attempts were probably checkdowns to Kamara just in the flat, and there was, no one within 5 yards of him. I do want to give the corners some credit, though. Jair, King, Savage back there and whatnot. Drew Brees looked like he wanted to go deep, and, again, he would just have to check down to Kamara because it looked like our cornerbacks were actually, holding their own, in man and zone and whatnot in the back. So, I got to give credit there. But when it came to covering Kamara, our defense just did not want to do it. They did not care. They just kept leaving the flat open. It was not a good day for Kamara. Kamara had a really good day passing wise, running wise. We'll come back to that. But running wise, he only had 6 carries for 58 yards. Lattimore had 12 carries for 58, but they did not want to hand off to Kamara a lot. There was times again where New Orleans was up 7-3 and whatnot, and you thought you would see a lot more Kamara. You didn't really see a lot of Kamara, and it just it was weird that they they threw it to him, like Breeze would throw it to him and whatnot. But they did not want to run with him. With Kenny Clark out, you would have thought you would have saw a lot of Kamara up the middle and whatnot, attacking that middle because that's where the Packers are weakest right now without Kenny. But they did not do that for some reason. I don't know why the Saints didn't do that. They were kind of doing that. Murray did get a couple 10, 15-yard gains up the middle. And I think Kamara got like 1 or 2. But they just, didn't really want to run with Kamara for some reason. I want to talk about Kiki. Kingsley Kiki. Oh my God, what a first half he had. This man was all over Drew Brees. He's the only guy to get sacks on the team. As you can see. So right here. So sacks right here. And third row here. 2. Both coming from Kiki. This man was all over Brees in the first half. Second half kind of died down a little bit. But again, the whole defense in that third quarter just wasn't really playing up to par. But he had 2 solo tackles, 2 tackles for loss. I do not know what PD means. And then he had 2 QB hits too. So, he was all over the place in that backfield. So, shout out to him. He just had a birthday. I think it was like Friday or something like that. So, he got 2 sacks as a gift right there. I want to see more of him. I hope we see more of him. I hope he does really well this season. Not today, yesterday, because I'm recording this on Monday. After watching that performance last night, that was really good by Kiki. Other notable. Oh yeah, like I mentioned before, so Billy Wynn had a tip pass, which I believe it was going to be out to Kamara in the flats, and he tipped it obviously and caused the Saints to go 3-and-out. So that won't show up on the stat sheet, but that was helpful in game. Kirksey went out, so Ty Summers came in second quarter, I think it was. Kirksey got hurt, so our best. Yeah, because Ty Summers is young, so I liked watching Ty Summers. He did pretty decently, but Kirksey's obviously better than him right now. He went out, so there's no update on him. Again, that was only last night. That wasn't even 24 hours ago. So we'll see what happens to Kirksey, how long he's out. Hopefully Kenny comes back, because the Saints didn't really do it, but the Lions did it. The Vikings kind of did it in the second half against us, running up the middle. Usually Kenny's there to sniff it out and just, hit them at the line of scrimmage. But, against, teams in the future, I don't think Falcons are really that good of a running game right now because they got rid of Freeman. 49ers are coming up. Who else? I can't even remember who else we play. But again, game like the 49ers, we're going to need Kenny badly. Raheem Mostert, I think, only is out for 2 weeks or whatever, so he'll be back by the time we play. A lot of that Niners team should be back by the time we play. Prayers up for all of them because they had 10. Yesterday they had 10 people on the injured reserve list, and then 2 of them are out for the season and whatnot. So Niners are banged up badly. They got the injury bug, the worst out of any team this year. But Raheem Mostert's on. When he comes back, we're gonna need Kenny badly. So it's just it's hoping that Kenny gets healthy fast. Hopefully he comes back, because we need him to stop that run up the middle. And nothing else really there. Nothing really important. I was. I think it was the second or third kickoff in the first half. And I said something like, kickoffs don't really matter. I didn't really pay attention. I was going to look up the score of the Heat, and then the Packers caused a fumble. Saints got it back, but that doesn't show up on the stat sheet either. There was a fumble on the kickoff. So, you always got to watch for plays like that. Because, again, it would have been right here. It might have been Deontay Harris. That might have been who it was. They lost 3? I don't remember that. When did Drew Brees lose one? I don't remember this one right here. This one I don't remember. I do remember because it had to be Deontay Harris. But I don't remember Drew Brees losing one. I guess that was probably... I don't know, but I guess he lost one, they got it back, but he had a fumble on the play. But yeah, that's really it. There's nothing else really here to talk about. Again, it's just that defense needs to tackle. Mike Pettin, I don't know why he did not cover Kamara. Kamara was the biggest threat out there because Michael Thomas was not out there. So I don't get why he didn't have people covering the flats. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. It's a lot of. We knew Brees was going to check down. You knew he was going to target Kamara. Kamara, again, they have that really good chemistry there. And so you knew he was going to get targeted a lot. But, 13 times. The next closest was 4. Emmanuel Sanders had 4 targets. Or 4 receptions, excuse me. Kamara had 13. That's 3 times as many. A little over 3 times as many times as the next receiver. So, I don't know why you don't, cover him more, have someone stick with him the whole way through. I don't know why you don't do that. It's not good. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. I will be streaming the Kansas City and Baltimore game tonight. We are 1 away from 100 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who came out to the live stream last night. That was amazing. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully it's a repeat again tonight. Hopefully it's fun game. Hopefully it's fun in the chat. Hopefully we'll see you out there tonight if you did watch this video. Otherwise, if you're coming in after the live stream is over with and you're watching this, a day later or whatever, you missed it. But again, we'll be live streaming again next Monday for the Packers. I'll probably do a live stream on Sunday for a game. There's going to be a lot more live streams coming up. I'm going to have picks coming out Wednesday. I'm going to try to stick to that schedule now for good. And then, we'll have some other things coming out within, Friday, Saturday, somewhere in there. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Like the video, share the video around, don't forget to subscribe, and we are out of here. Peace.